What's going on, everyone, and welcome back. So right now we're looking at Nightfall, Metazoo, booster box pricing, a little bit of market analysis, where I think the price is headed, where it is actually going, as well as some big relevant updates for Metazoo, some photos, some spoilers, and something that you're going to be really excited about. So stay tuned for that. So the first thing we're looking at is on TCGPlayer.com. We can see the pricing right now is hovering right around $233.98. Just a few weeks ago, the same month, I said that Metazoo Nightfall was about at the floor price, was going to start trending back upwards, and it is severely undervalued. Now, all of that is starting to come to fruition. You can call it luck, whatever you want to call it. I call it analysis. But you can see right here, Metazoo dipped right around to $185. This is around the price range that I said that it was undervalued. The reason being is because it is the second major release for Metazoo. It is also first edition. Metazoo is going global, and a lot of people want to get their hands on this box. One major reason is because at the time, below 200 was less than 1/5 of the price for a Cryptid Nation first edition box. You could buy like 5 or 6 of these for the price of one Cryptid Nation first edition. And that is a big deal because it only has twice the print run, and first edition Cryptid Nation is out of reach for a lot of people. But your serious collectors / investors that want to put something back on their wall, right, and look at it, this is one of the boxes that is very affordable to pick up. So right now, what we're looking at is $233. Around October of last year, we had these around $280. They dipped down to about $220 range. And then we see this chart that went all the way down to about $180 this month. Now we see this parabolic increase as it's starting to go back up and take off. Now the reason being, one of them I mentioned was because supply was going to diminish. Now, I do not think that is the major reason just yet. It hasn't been out long enough. But over time, these boxes will gradually keep increasing because supply will be diminished as it's very desirable, and they keep getting ripped open or whatnot and stuff like that. So as you have less supply and you keep that demand, the price will have to go up and it will squeeze. But what we're looking at right now is Metazoo coming out and officially saying that there will be no second edition print run for Nightfall booster boxes. That is a big deal. And there will be no more first edition print runs for Nightfall Metazoo. So there will be no more printed for this box whatsoever. So what's out there is out there. 50,000 is not a lot, especially when you consider how many have been ripped open, and now it's on a global scale, as I mentioned. So I do think this price is still a pickup. I do still think it's fair. Now the last two sold around $274.99. We can look up the sales history on TCG Player, and right before that, they sold around $234. Now, I would be very cautious buying boxes around $260 or $270. Do your research. There are a lot of boxes still out there well below $274. Sometimes, I'm not saying this is what happened, but sometimes you have some very fishy, dishonest sellers. And what I mean by that, they shill bid their product, they take it up, and they either buy it themselves or they have a friend buy it to make it look like that's the current market price, the fair price. And then that way, other people FOMO in and buy it at this price. I do not think that this sale was legitimate unless somebody just wasn't paying attention. And the reason why I say that is because when we look at the current listings that are available right now, we still have them around $233, even as low as, $259, $257, $269. There's a lot of boxes below $274. And when we look at eBay, there's also a lot of boxes below $274. We have boxes below $234 on eBay. So they are readily available. So I think they're trying to jack the market up. So be cautious of that and look at the fair market value, right? Look at the fair market value. When we look at sold on eBay, we're not going to see $274, right? I guarantee it. So right now we see the same price range, right? Hovering around low 220s or low 230 range, 230, 223, 229, 240. The boxes, the fair market value right now is around low 220s, low 230 range. I think that's a fair price, right? So they could go back down in the future just a little bit as that hype wears off from Metazoo saying there will be no more print run of this. But I think over time, right, over time, this is a good investment because supply will diminish and it will go up in value. So drop a comment if you're picking up Nightfall, if you're holding on to it. Let me know what you think about that and we could chat about it. So the next thing I want to look at right quick is the huge announcements for Metazoo. One of the big announcements they came out with is non-fungible token NFT metal cards are being submitted to the printer this week. So when Metazoo dropped their NFTs a while back, they said that you would get a card for having an NFT. Now it looks like it's going to be a metal card, which right now metal cards are all the rage. If you know anything about the metal card, the Charizard with the UPC Ultra Premium Collection on Pokemon, one just sold around $6,100 for a PSA 10. So metal cards are hot right now, especially the highly desirable ones, and these will have some rarity to them. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is the Metazoo Wilderness boxes. So this is what the booster box is going to look like. It has Bigfoot on the front. The sealed plastic has trees all over it. It has a green and silver seal on the bottom, and it's just a really nice box. What I like the most about these Wilderness boxes is that everything about it is recyclable. They are going to plant a tree for every box purchase. So shout out to Metazoo for that. That is really awesome that they are doing that and taking that step. So the last thing I want to show you, just one more spoiler, is showing you the Metazoo boxes, right? The bulk boxes, the palette right here. So we have a ton of Wilderness boxes lined up on pallets, and they are just beautiful. Really nice, really sparkly boxes coming out. On the side, you see Cumberland Dragon, and I just cannot wait for Wilderness to come out and start collecting this next set. So if you're excited for Wilderness and you can't wait for it to come out, let me know. Walmart will be getting a lot of their stock, right? The stuff that they're going to get around January 24th. And Wilderness is coming soon. So stay tuned for Wilderness updates, and I will update you as I have them. So thank all of you for tuning in. Love all of you. I'll see y'all again later. Out.